Okay, this is the What Do You Remember section from Module 2, Lesson 1, Interpret Rational Numbers. This is day 2. So on this one, before you play the video, I want to see what you can remember how to do. And when you're done figuring out what you can do, play the video so you can go over it to see how you did. Okay. A bank statement shows transactions of negative 1040. Sorry, the negative sign's up here for some reason. This negative sign goes with the 1040 and 850. Do these transactions represent deposits or withdrawals? So the negative $10.40, because it's negative, that is a withdrawal. And the $8.50 is a deposit because it's the positive amount of money it's depositing. We're putting that money into our bank account. B, how can you use absolute value to decide which transaction represented the greater change? So I can compare them. To see which absolute value is larger. Period. Okay, this one. 2 deep-sea divers are exploring shipwrecks in Lake Erie, one of the Great Lakes. Write the depth of the shipwreck as an integer. So if I look over my picture, my integer is negative 200. What is the absolute value of the depth of the shipwreck? So the absolute value of negative 200 is 200 spots away from 0, so the absolute value is 200. Let's look at the number line. Use the number line to graph the opposite of each number. So the opposite of negative 3.25 is 3.25. So I did that one. The opposite of 0.25 is negative 0.25. Did that one. And the opposite of negative 1.5 is 1.5. Done. And the bottom, the 3 problems. Find the absolute value of each of the numbers. The absolute value of 6/5 is 6/5. The absolute value of negative 5.10 is 5.10. And the absolute value of 2 3/4 of negative 2 3/4 is 2 3/4. And that's all there is on What Do You Remember? Your assignment page looks like this. It looks a little different because I printed this off differently than yours, but your assignment page should say Lesson 1 Assignment. Problem 1, you're graphing these 3 numbers and their opposites. So you should have 6 dots on the number line. Please label them with the numbers so it's easier for you to determine what they are. Number 2, you're using this information to solve these problems. You're going to represent these depths as rational numbers. So you're just going to be writing these numbers down. You're going to be graphing them on this number line and their opposites. Since there are 3 numbers, remember that they are, say, below sea level, so that should probably help you a little bit. When we're below or negative, we have to graph these and their opposites, so that's 6 different dots there. Number 3, you're just finding the absolute value of each of these and writing them. 4, you're trying to determine if Hector is correct. 5 through 10, you're going to find the opposite and the absolute value of each number. So I'm going to show you on number 5 what I mean. The opposite of 3/10 is negative 3/10. And then the absolute value of 3/10 is 3/10. So on each of them, you're going to have 2 answers. 11, you're finding the rational number. Index drops 1.38, so you're going to be writing the integer with that. On number 12, you're writing the inequality. That means you're going to do less than or greater than between 11 and negative 9. So less than or greater than. And then number 13, you're graphing the values of the numbers there, and you are finished.